Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final test of the Premiere Pro Masterclass course. Now, the final test is basically aimed at making sure that you have learned everything that we have just covered inside of this masterclass. So the whole objective of this is to recap, first of all these different stages of video editing which we learned, and it's to number two, test the knowledge which you have inside of Premiere Pro. As you guys probably noticed inside this masterclass, we haven't taught you 100% of Premiere Pro. Even I don't know 100% of Premiere Pro, but we have taught you everything that you will for sure 100% be using for the rest of your life as editors and more. So we've really guaranteed that we make sure that you know everything about Premiere Pro that you'll ever use as a video editor. However, you'll notice that you might feel like you're lacking in some areas, and you might just wonder why that is. That is simply just because the rest of this stuff is going to be done inside of After Effects, especially things like animating, things like text. All of those are done inside of After Effects. So for now, you are an editor who understands Premiere Pro, and we're just going to test those abilities, which is why we've put together this final test. And this final test is basically some raw footage that I've recorded, and I want you guys to take it and pass it through the 5 stages of video editing. I want you guys to take it through the raw cuts and either your raw footage, make sure you do your J cuts, do your pacing, do your zoom ins. Then I want you guys to add some captions, generate subtitles, create a text style for it, and generate some really cool text animations for this. Then I want you guys to create some really high quality animations for the entire edit, 3 in particular, and just make sure that you use all the placement theory, color theory, and the creativity that I taught you guys how to use. And also I want you guys to sound design the entire thing once you have completed it. And finally, use the music techniques which we have just covered. So with this being said, I want you guys to take this video and pass it through all 5 different stages of video editing. Now you might be wondering, well, Joseph, why is it that in the rest of these 2 courses, or however many courses you've got, why is it that you also do this alongside with us? The main reason is because some of you guys might get stuck along the way, and some of you guys might forget some things. So instead of you guys going back to older courses and reviewing them, I'm going to be doing this with you. So what I want you guys to do is download the raw footage, which is linked down below, and then go out and try to do this yourself. But if you don't, and if you struggle, or if you find any difficulties or want to learn how to do it in a better way, then you can come back to these courses and follow along with them. With this being said, if you are able to do your raw cuts, to create the captions and text styles and create all these animations and create the sound design and add right music, and you completed it, make sure you post it in the community. And that is going to be a trophy of your completion of the Premiere Pro Masterclass. It's very important that you post this in the community so that I and other people who are going to be following along with your journey can also review it and make sure we tell you, hey, good job, you did this right, or you need to work on this. It's very crucial to get feedback from coaches, as we covered in the intro. And yeah, as you guys know, let's just post it in the community, make sure that we get that finished, and then we can move on to the next course, which I have a complete module at the end of this course that's called What's Next. It's going to allow you to understand what the next move is for you as video editors and why you should care about it. So with this being said, download the raw footage down below, and let's go ahead and get started on working on this.